the How to Dragon podcast. I'm your host, HC, and with me are.
Rush.
Wolf.
Also
Definitely
me,
didn't forget.
yeah, no, me, the rescue riders expert.
Whatever. You're into
The,
grace.
the
You
you know
know
he
what?
was so excited about this
So,
that but yeah, the reason he's excited is because we have another Rescue Riders special. Happy Thanksgiving at the time of this recording, I guess. We're talking
is it?
about DreamWorks
For our American
Dragons
viewership.
Rescue Riders Huts Galore Holiday, the special that absolutely nobody asked for, aside from the people who may have wanted this show's version of Gift to the Night Fury or Homecoming. And
Sorry, I mean Gift of the Night Fury version 2.0.
how did you even come to
This
that conclusion? This
this
is not
wasn't a
even
gift.
similar.
This was absolutely not a gift. This was coal in my stocking.
Wolf, come on, back me up here.
I mean, I like it. I wouldn't say it's Gift of the Night Fury 2.0, but it's definitely Homecoming 2.0, I would say.
Not even
Really?
that. Let's not cut around the bush. I would say that out of the specials, this is the weakest one.
Yes,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Out of the other specials we've gotten, this is probably the weakest one, yeah.
It's also
But
the
you know,
least standalone.
but guys, before let's not ignore the dragon elephant in the room. Rush, you have no experience with Rescue Riders. This is the first time you're joining us for this.
We brought it back just
What
for
is-
this special.
Let's
It's
start
okay,
with
happy.
you. I think you have a few things to say.
Yes, this felt like I mean, I have three little nieces, so I've been subjected to kids TV, and it's very on par with it, I should say. Um, but I also want to say that this isn't a special. This is two episodes smashed together. Because it felt like they had a resolution about 15 minutes in, and then they decided to make it go longer with something else. And I wanted to skip a lot.
Welcome to Rescue Riders. That's normal.
Yeah, that's how
This
the
is-
other shows were, basically.
Oh,
This
there
is
we go. then.
actually something I put into my notes because for the first time ever, I made notes. I think I put
Wow.
somewhere. I feel like second half was mostly just extension, and this might have had to be an episode.
Yeah, like the first part feels like kind of the holiday special that they wanted to do, and then the second part is gonna like random episode that was just kind of thrown in there.
It's like,
And-
oops, we still forgot to find out where those cold blasts were coming from. Let's explain it with
well,
dragons,
we're
right?
not in the spoilers category yet. Not that people really care, but easy.
I mean,
Never.
yeah, I don't know. It did really seem like it was like an episode at first, and then they were like, "Oh wait, we can't get this season finished before the holidays, so why not? Why not make it a special? It's fine."
But yeah, it was just kind of it was a thing. That's really all I can say. It wasn't the worst thing ever. Like kind of like what I think about the seasons of the show itself. Honestly, it's one of those things that it's there. It's harmless. I guess it kind of gets a bit of that holiday spirit in there, but you have so many better options out there. Be it the other How to Train Dragon holiday specials, be it other holiday specials that exist for other shows or just exist on their own. You have better options, but if you just have to see this like two people in this call, you won't suffer.
No, I mean, I think it's enjoyable enough. I think it's serviceable for a holiday special. If you have little kids and they like Rescue Riders, this would be great for them. They would love this.
Oh,
There's a lot
mean,
of
I'll
there's
be
some fun
honest.
stuff here.
I think this is the first piece of Rescue Riders media that I was like, okay, I'm actually getting kind of bored right now. Like
Yeah,
the second,
I-
I
You know
was
what,
kind of
Ian?
Wow.
halfway.
All
and
I'm hearing
it-
from you
Ian-
three is bah humbug, bah humbug, bah humbug. You
Hold on.
holiday
I want to say
haters.
something. I want to say something to Ian's point. It was the first time I saw a Rescue Riders piece of media that I thought was boring too.
Oh yes, really? Huh, how
Uh-huh.
peculiar. I
Tell us
wonder how
more.
that
Tell
is.
us more.
All I'm hearing
But
is bah humbug, bah humbug, bah humbug. You holiday haters.
no, it was like, you had the first half, and then I
Old
thought,
man.
okay, well, this is a nice, this is a
Honestly,
decent ending. And then I looked at
honestly,
the
you know something? I
well,
would actually be controversial. I think the second part is better than the first part, and we'll get to why.
I guess, but I mean, I looked at the Netflix progress bar, and it was like, oh, there's still half of this left.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm like, oh, good. They figured out they figured out the problem, and there's still 30 minutes left.
Oh, okay, cool, sweet,
By the
nice.
way, one thing I want to say is this holiday is basically Christmas because snow, tree, presents.
So it's
But
Santa
then they
Claus.
outright say that there's actually a line that goes, "It's kind of like Thanksgiving," and it's like, wait, Thanksgiving exists in this universe? Stop. What?
That
Can
is
someone
I
that would
can
didn't
be
know
someone
weird.
explain this to me?
I mean, again, it's Rescue Riders. They kind of break the fourth wall quite a bit
I
and
want to
reference
see
things they
say
probably
that?
shouldn't.
I want
What?
to see how they translate that because Thanksgiving is pretty much a Americanized holiday there,
I
at
don't
least
remember them
in
saying Thanksgiving specifically, though. I know they said other Viking holidays, but maybe I could have missed it.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hear that.
I just caught it. Like I caught it as I was writing down notes. I was like,
we
wait,
need
what?
proof. Otherwise,
You got to
HC
give
is,
us, yeah, HC. You got to give us specific time frame
Okay,
for
the
the.
millisecond.
time. I'll tell you
Oh,
later.
that
Edit in
is
the description.
spoilers.
But yeah, I mean, also actually, how is it that it's just called? How is it that it's just called Hatsgalo holiday? Like
I mean, they
really?
actually, it's the name of the holiday is Odin Yule, but okay,
Yeah.
HC. Trying to find
It
things to
is.
complain about
Right.
now, you
Right.
nitpicky
It is
bastard.
Odin
all I
Yule.
hear is
Okay,
bah
this is my
humbug,
bad.
Bah
This is my
humbug, bah humbug.
Yeah, we got you with the Bahamas. I get it.
I
Anyway,
mean, I mean, the Gifts of the Night Fury wasn't called Snoggle Talk either, was it?
you know
Yeah, but it
something.
had something to do with the Night Fury giving
Snuggletug
the gift.
is a more fun name than Odin Yule, honestly. But Odin Yule is a fine
Yes.
name.
I do feel like they did try to reference How to Train Dragon again, but we might get onto that a bit later.
So shall we move on to the spoilers?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Actually, you know what? Before spoilers, I just want to say one thing. It's not necessarily a spoiler, but two of you, Rush probably doesn't know this, that I was never the biggest fan of Winger, the not toothless. To those who don't follow,
The blue one.
and
The
yeah,
blue
and,
one.
yeah, and
Wait,
guess
is that
what? In this special, he
boy
actually
dragon?
had one line that made me chuckle. So good on him. He approved by one line.
Nice.
Is that
Alright.
the
Winger's
dark
the
blue?
light blue dragon, the one that looks like a Night
water-
Fury. No, not the water one. The other light
No,
blue.
no, you mean the dark blue. In
Dark blue,
contrast
not
with
light blue. In
Summer.
contrast,
Okay, in
yeah,
contrast,
okay.
yeah,
In
yeah.
Summer, that's right.
contrast,
Summer is the
it's
light
the
blue.
darker blue.
Mhm.
Summer is more cyan/green, I guess. But whatever. We're going into specifics. Let's
Steve-O.
continue.
Yeah. So, spoilers from this point on. If you don't want to be spoiled for this, you had your warning.
Can I
Let's
go
be
first?
honest. Who cares?
Okay.
But you can never be too careful. So, 3, 2, 1. You still here?
What
Good.
the
Everyone dies.
fuck were
Yes.
those baby dragon designs? They were so ugly.
Do you
Yeah,
think so?
yeah. Can we talk about that? That design was horrifying.
I
It was
didn't mind it
horrifying.
that much.
Their snub nose was creepy.
It's different.
Uncanny
for,
Valley, and it's not even a human, man.
It's different for dragons, I'll agree, but like I didn't
Mm.
mind it.
It
They
looked like
looked like the Krangworms from the 2012 Ninja Turtles, and this is the last thing a baby should remind me of.
They look like sheep with face melted.
God, maybe they went for that. Maybe they just got the sheep model.
Somebody
And
had a
just...
very, very, very traumatic experience at a barn. they thought,
By the
hey,
way, by the way,
later.
jumping ahead because we mentioned these new dragons, can we talk about the fact that their father is basically a middle-aged crisis man with a divorced wife? That's
I
basically what it was.
No,
I
they're not divorced.
loved I love
Yeah, I
Chilbert.
know they're not divorced, but the way
But
he
they
talks
should be,
about
man.
getting the kids to their mother and stuff, and it's like, I
Queen could
promised
do
that
so
I'll
much
do
better
that,
than
and
that,
now
Luther.
she'll think I'm a scrub. It's like these are divorced parents. Like having friends with divorced parents. This is basically what it was.
Dude, Chilbert was just great.
He was
I
wonderful.
loved Chilbert.
Oh
He was
no,
so good.
I'm saying this as like a positive. Yeah, I enjoy this character, but probably not for the reasons the writers wanted me to.
I also
I,
put down
you get to
Chilbert
plus one because his
actually.
name was a pun.
It was definitely a pun.
By the way, by the way, Albert is a name that a lot of show like to pun apparently. Like the Owl House does it, this does it. Like what the hell?
I've also put down Chilbert actually makes me feel snotty, so you know.
Oh,
he kept inhaling in his nose like and I was like like after
Don't do
like
that on recording. Stop.
after like a minute of doing that, I was like, oh, I'm actually getting quite snotty now.
You know what they
But
say in life imitates art.
yes. And this is then obviously art.
Oh my god, we need to do another episode where we take it from an artistic film perspective.
No, we don't.
How does that make you feel?
whoa!
It made me feel
I mean, we've
No,
already,
sad.
It made me
spoilers.
feel like I studied 5 years, 5 years, got a
And it was all
degree, and I'm
useless.
doing nothing with it because coronavirus is a bitch. But what can you do?
It made me feel sweaty at one point.
It made you feel sweaty.
Yep. I was watching it. It's like, why am I watching this? What if somebody walks in? Oh my god.
I watched this in a train. Don't even at me, bro. During rush hour. So,
Actually, speaking of this, I just got a new 4K TV because the previous TV died on us. And
Rescue Riders
I
in
said,
4K.
you know what? What
my
should
God.
I do with my
Rescue
new
Riders
TV?
in 4K.
Exactly.
I doubt they
So-
rendered it in 4K.
You know what? You know
Yeah,
what?
it's not in
HC?
4K.
HC, I will say you probably did a good thing because anything else you watch on that TV will be better.
Yeah.
So you
Well,
start off
I
really low.
I already watched
and
a
only
few
goes
scenes
up
of.
from there.
I actually already watched a few scenes of shows and movies I like on it, but yeah, I get what you mean. But
Speaking to
basically-
the actual special.
Okay. No, what I want to say about watching this on the TV is that I was like, okay, I guess I'm alone at home. I guess I can watch this. And then all of a sudden, my parents come back, and my father says this, and he's like, "What are you watching?" How do I explain to my father, who is an animation racist, by the way, that I'm watching a kids show for a podcast that I'm hosting, and I'm not getting paid for it?
It's for the internet, Dad.
You just listen. Here's what you say. You just say nothing, and you just keep watching it.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I
Stare
just
him down while you hit play. You pause it, you stare him down, and you hit play.
Play.
All while you're still staring at him.
Yep, Rush has got it down. Rush knows.
Assert dominance.
I assume that you are talking from experience or something.
Oh yeah, I also threw in a T pose at one point. They never questioned me again. They'll never find the body.
I was frozen today. There you go. All you need. Okay, but talking about the special, okay, maybe a nitpick, kids show and everything, but is this really the first time they ever saw snow in their entire lives? Really?
Well, no, obviously not.
I don't
mean,
think
they
that's what
just-
it's supposed to be representing. I think it's
No.
supposed to be representing that they didn't think it would snow here in Hudsgalore. I think
I
that's
mean,
what they're trying to
they
get at.
they immediately played in the snow, so it's not like it was strange to them. I'm assuming. I mean, I was wondering why Summer was so surprised that
Yeah,
ice shot immediately froze.
That's why I'm saying this, because if they have seen snow before, if they have experienced it, someone should have known that their water would, freeze. Angro is a different story because she joined later, but yeah. Continuity Rescue Riders, learn it. I demand it.
I expect the
And it-
highest quality.
And
Maybe
it was doing
maybe
so
Summer-
well with story.
Maybe Summer has
Well-
short-term memory, has long-term memory loss. How do you know? Maybe they are being continuity correct to HC.
Mm.
Ever think about that?
The one thing I do
Hamburger?
know is that I would just
Are
want
you
to say that
shaming
the
him?
other. I just want to say that the autocorrect,
I'm very
corrected aggro to afro, and it's so funny to me. I don't know why.
I mean, I guess Aggro being surprised by her completely going through the snow is fair enough. But yeah, I was a bit surprised that someone was surprised. So
But anyway, later on after we see that that the village is getting ready for Odin. We get rushed to the best part of this series, Magnus.
oh god, you mean
So
evil
I
Hiccup?
have to ask, what did you think about before? Don't ruin it, Ian. Before, what did you?
Okay, excuse me.
What did you think about Magnus? Who did he remind you of?
Me?
Yes, Rush.
Well, to be honest, the inventor side of Hiccup, but he also reminded me of that doctor from the Ratchet and Clank, Doctor.
Oh yeah.
At least his
God.
design.
Nefarious?
Oh
Yeah,
my
Dr.
god.
His design was Doctor Nefarious.
He does.
I
He does.
suppose.
That never
He doesn't
crossed my
have a
mind,
long
but yeah.
face, but yes, definitely the facial
I
hair
just
and
want-
stuff. Yeah.
I just want him to refer to all of them as squishies now. Oh my god.
Anyway.
Hilarious.
But
I
yes,
could see
we have donned him with the name Evil Hiccup.
Which is fair enough. I mean, come on.
The unholy offspring of Hiccup and.
Stoic?
Never mind. I'm not going to say it.
The unholy
I don't think
offspring
you
of
will.
Stoic and Falca? Is that what you what you
No,
were
no,
going
no.
for?
I was gonna say something much worse that I'll save for after the show.
Actually,
Yeah, if
I don't know
if
if we
you think of if you think of who I think you're thinking of, then I
Put it in
agree.
chat. How about this? Put it in chat, and then we'll all react to it. Who do you think I'm saying?
by the way, in
Spot on, good sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see that I've said this since season 1, and yet these sheep tell me no, it's Evil Hiccup.
It is Evil Hiccup. Are you?
But
are
I
you
just
going
said
to?
it's the unholy offspring of Hiccup in that person.
Yeah, Evil
Oh,
Hiccup.
don't
God,
you-
no.
Is this like Voldemort? You can't say his name.
I mean, have you listened to some of the fandom? Apparently so. You're not allowed to say mildew, otherwise, apparently he
Oh,
comes
no,
and
he
strikes
said
you
it.
down.
Oh God!
Oh no!
Oh,
the
this
door
podcast is closed.
Well,
Good night, everybody.
that was-
Go watch anime.
Yep.
We'll edit it out.
Go watch anime.
No, he won't.
First episode was good. The second I haven't seen. so-
See,
Listen,
Wolf.
the-
Now that you took over the recording, you understand. Not editing.
It's so long as you don't say Mildew's name 3 times in a row. So you have
Okay.
one more time. If anyone says his name one more
Said in
time,
a
then we're
row.
cursed.
We haven't said it in a row though.
Mildew,
Ooh,
mildew.
Mildew.
There you go. Oh
Well,
God!
4 times. Well, fucked.
No, that was 5 times.
Walls.
But
Well, okay.
no.
Back to the thing. So
I don't know if we discussed this, but could it
Magnus.
also be unhinged Hiccup? After like 20 more years, he just became.
Yeah. I think
Magnus.
did we have a theory about that? I think we
talk
did.
about that?
We might have.
I
This is Hiccup.
I think we said this might be that alternate universe where Hiccup actually killed Toothless.
No.
Hey,
This is
No, we didn't say
yes,
that.
yes, we did.
Did we?
We did. I think we actually did.
Oh God.
A
I
failed theory.
don't want to.
I love how Ian is
Oh.
shocked by his own
Rush.
idea.
You,
I
you- you-
didn't say that.
You might have.
No.
Oh God! What did I
Rush.
Anyways,
You have no clue. Oh, you have no clue. You're in for a world because I love that we brought you into this on the special and not through the entire thing because you
Hey,
get to come in and
Can
listen
we
to all
talk?
of
Can
the
we talk that Wolf
theories.
actually told me? Wolf actually told me as a joke. Tag Rash, ask him if he wants to join. Like I
God.
think he asked me this like half jokingly, and then Rash was like, "You know what? Why not?" And I think he
Rush has
regrets
been too happy
everything.
recently. Let's change that.
I'm just saying, now you're part of the most popular series on Berkcast, apparently.
This is true.
Yeah, we'll see how this one gets.
We'll see. I do also want to note, so Elbone comes up, right, before Magnus comes up, with something called Odin Nog. Is this where they try to reference Yaknog?
I think that was the idea.
Yeah, they're not. I'm pretty sure they're not allowed to reference anything from the
Oh,
TV
they
show
have.
or movie.
Oh no,
They have.
they've actively used some of the Night Fury dragon symbols from the movies.
Mhm.
Like they actively
Yeah,
Dragon
and-
symbols,
They
dragon
even-
classes, dragon
names
names.
even.
Hmm.
Yeah. Like so they've definitely referenced it. We have no clue that they've only done it one time in one special.
In a special.
And nothing
it
since,
Might be that,
but,
I mean, it might be that it's the special words like sharp, boulder. Those are pretty
No,
obvious.
they
like,
specifically
almost
said
like
Night
trademark.
Fury,
yeah,
and
they said Night Fury.
Yeah, Grandcall,
specifically-
Stickleback, Nightmare.
they specifically said the 5 dragons of the riders.
Mhm.
So
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because that in that special, someone had hidden a treasure using
a
these
young
5.
Viking
Like they yeah.
with a big affection for dragons.
Yeah, they definitely tried to make it seem like, are they referencing
Did
Hiccup?
they find his leg?
I don't know
No.
if they talked about his neck
Suddenly,
actually.
suddenly, Rush should just now go into his hiccup voice and go, "This changes everything."
Oh God, there goes my leg again.
It's
Oh.
one of the better specials, I'll admit. Mostly because it involves
Anyway,
the
so yeah,
Spanish
Magnus,
pirate
what-
Viking.
I
leg.
have not had sexual relations with mildew.
Thank you for that. I needed that reassurance in order to keep going with my life.
I'm pretty sure our
but-
target audience would not understand that reference.
Good.
Anyway, back to the freaking special. This is,
This
This
is best to us.
the biggest problems. We're not even talking about the special because
This is
there's-
why this always takes 1.5 hours to discuss a 45
Anyway,
minute
lem-
special.
Actually, I have a question. The guy who did the Nog, what was it?
Elbone.
Elbone.
Nog?
album.
Sorry, one more time. What's his name?
Elbone.
Elbone.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, is he supposed to be like the merchant of?
Yes.
Okay. Is he gonna
He's-
be evil too?
Is
No.
it gonna be what?
Evil.
Yeah,
He's not-
Who knows?
It's
Max
possible,
Line
but
behind.
I think he's not evil. He's just accident prone.
Excellent.
Oh,
Uh,
gee,
Not
reminds
quite
me.
good in the noggin.
Reminds,
I think
reminds
it's,
me of a certain
like,
Jewish Viking trader from Oh Way.
Hmm.
He's also, he's adorable. Elbone is
is.
wonderful. He carries around his pet rock and his pet seashell, which I'm sure you saw. They have drawn on faces, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he had this
Yeah, that was
seashell.
the confusing second there, but it's like,
Yeah,
why
Rocky.
is that rock so
And
important
Shelley.
to this man?
Rocky's his business partner in all his business ventures.
They're bros.
He picked him up on a previous business venture in one of the seasons, and he's been there with him ever since.
Hey, HC, how's that for continuity?
That's actually weird continuity. That's
It's good concept.
but the thing is, after Elbone, I actually was about to call him Mildew. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I just heard you say mildew.
Magnus comes in with this machine that makes huge socks for whatever reason, and
Well,
and then,
we know the
and-
reason.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and then Dak and Winger have to stop it, and it's like, this is simple. Go to the machine, pull the lever.
I was
But
about
no,
to say,
they have
that
to
was-
get in the
that
air
was the
and do
most
all of those splits and stuff. It's
Complicated
like,
maneuver. He jumps
was-
on him, flies like 3 feet, does a backflip off of him just to land on the lever.
Yeah, it's like
Did he land on the lever, or did he land on the ground and still pull it with his
No,
hands?
he landed on the lever.
Oh, he did land on it. Okay.
So
yeah.
this boy extra.
Yeah, that is the most elaborate
And yeah,
turning
he's
off
he's
of a machine.
very extra.
Uh,
Yeah.
This is why Layla is the favorite.
Layla is not. It's not. You know,
Eric Clapton begs to differ.
perfect. I suppose she's better than Dak. Yes.
Anyway, later on we do get the Wolf's favorite character.
Is it the old grumpy?
God.
one?
Oh no,
Right.
it's Mrs. What's her name?
Oh, I think her name is Maria. No, it's not.
Yes, something like that.
Oh yeah, I was actually talking
Maria
about
Hitzler.
Gumbleguard, but
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like.
let's talk about Miranda for a second.
Oh man.
Let's talk about Minerva, who just shows up,
It's
pulls the
Morena.
rope, and then backflips out of frame, and we never see her again.
You see her
Like-
once or twice otherwise, but yeah, it's mostly
Yes.
just her kind of disappearing off to the side. But it's Morena is her name, the Spanish
Morena,
Viking
okay.
lady.
Hmm.
And it's like she's just there. And it's like oh, she's in the special, and then all of a sudden it's like and all of a sudden it's like okay, they're not paying me. Bye. And
Yeah.
like
Also, there's also a little roaring sound effect where they basically say, "Oh yeah, we'll help you fix stuff." What was that roar sound effect of the five dragons? Wait, am I the only one who notices this? It was a mess.
A little, but I mean, it's kind of
I-
just all of them talking at the same point, and they
I
tried
just
to make each one
expected it.
sound different.
I expected it. Well, I didn't expect anything. I'm just like, oh, I guess that's how they sound when they're not talking now.
Well, yes, basically only Layla and Dak can talk.
I got that part.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Sweet. Good to know.
I think I was looking up. I was looking up like the basic premise because I wanted to know if they were like. I don't know why they wouldn't have been brother and sister, but I'm like, who are these people again? And I got the names and they're twins. Yada yada yada. Raised by dragons, so they can talk to them.
Yes,
Pretty much all I got before. I'm
that's
like, okay.
the plot. They're
So-
basically
So-
orphans brought
well-
up by dragons.
You know, their Dagger and Maula's kids is the running theory we have.
They're what?
Their Dagger and
Oh.
Maula's kids is the running theory that we have.
Yes.
Dagger and Mala
yes, I
died at
see.
sea, and these are their kids. There was at one point before How to Train Your Dragon. No, there was also the theory that they were, you know, Hiccup's and Astrid's kids too, but they have kids now, so kind of
yeah.
ruined that.
Wait, they had
Also-
kids before
also, I
Rescue
think-
Riders happened.
Oh, hey, did you have this theory also because Dak has like the missing eyebrow part like Dagger does?
I did not notice that.
Here's the thing, even though we say that this is like a running theory,
More
this
proof.
is something we read somewhere else. We didn't come up with this one.
Well,
as
you know,
opposed
I am
to-
the theory guy, so I will try to find everything about this.
Oh man. Also,
Well,
can we?
not really, because I'm not gonna.
I will say though, one thing I did like, speaking of continuity, if we can, I think this is the first time since the season 2 finale where we actually acknowledge that the chief actually adopted Deck and Layla.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes. So when, so before this special came out, we basically said to Rush, "Oh no, you don't need to see any of the series or anything." Literally, this special continues on the series. It's the only special that actually has any plotline from the series. So that's something.
Except for like Magnus's nephew, who is nowhere to be seen.
Yes, that was also interesting. It's like they just forgot about him, like they forgot about Falca and
Yes, Evil Hiccup has family rush.
yes,
Mm.
yeah.
Anyway, so
Plot thickens. Also, can we appreciate the Jingle Bell Rock joke? That was
Yes, that was pretty good. That one got me to
was
laugh,
very
I'll
good.
admit. That was a joke from Burple. That one actually, all right. Clap to that. That was good.
That was good.
And I should probably say that the part that got me a chuckle out of Wingirl, because this dragon needs any kind of credit he can take from me, is that Elbone has this idea of say of sailing to get to get like presents
Oh
from
god,
some place else,
this is
and
far on in the
it,
special.
and Winger goes, you know what? I have a good feeling about this. And then he sees Elbone screwing up. It's like, okay, I have a bad feeling about this. And then I don't know what Elbone does exactly, but he just goes, okay, I have a feeling about this. He doesn't specify if it's good or bad. It's
I have
just
a
a
feeling.
feeling.
I had a feeling
Credit
that
where
this
credit
was
is
gonna
due.
be
That
trash.
was kind of funny.
Oh, that was.
There's
I also put that in annoyed. Maybe just a feeling. LOL.
there's there's definitely a writer in a writer's room somewhere sitting back, really congratulating himself and really proud about that Jingle Belly Rock joke.
Dude, it was great.
I mean, it was good. Clap to them. They did really good. That was clever. But there's
That
a
was
writer
good.
who's like exceptionally proud about that joke.
Good job, Doug. You got that one joke in.
They're allowed to be
Also,
proud.
does anyone think? Does
They
anyone
deserve a promotion.
actually? I have to say also because we have Rush here. Did anyone else feel that like the H2 on it in this episode was shoved in just because that's the catchphrase?
Yes.
That's the thing we want on T-shirts now.
I mean, it's Summer's catchphrase, so yeah. Just like
Luckily-
But she
Winger's.
says it without any real context. It's like, why?
Luckily, it only was said one time in
Yeah.
this special, whereas
Did
And
Winger
that's the
say?
normally
thing.
she'd say it
Wow.
about
That's a
every
great
minute.
catchphrase.
Did
He only
Winger
says it
say
once.
"Let's wing it" or anything, or "wing in"? I don't think he
I
did
think
this
he
special.
said, let's wing it.
Yeah, I think he
No.
might have said "Let's wing it," but I don't think he said like
Did
"wing
he?
in" or anything. He might have. I don't know for sure.
Hmm.
But
What
yeah,
is he,
his-
I
a
still want
United
that. I
States
still want kids to set in the playground. By the way, just saying.
H2 on
Um,
I hate that so much. Grumble
H2O is good. Grumbleguard though,
Yeah,
John C.
but,
McGinley, the best thing about the show. John C. McGinley is great as just grumpy old man
Yes.
dragon. I love him.
So good.
who has done as the show as I am. Has
I
done
just
with the show as I am. There we go.
I love him. He speaks to my old man heart. He does every time.
I do love the opening joke of them coming in saying like, "Oh, you won't believe what summer spray does in the winter," and he just
And
says,
he's just
"It freezes."
yeah.
She's like, "Yeah, okay, fine."
actually, one thing I do like about it, kind of in terms of that holiday feeling, is that he does tell them that in the winter his tail freezes, and by the end they actually give him a sock. That
Yeah,
was
they give him one of the big
Yes.
socks to put on his tail. It's cute. It's adorable.
Uh-huh.
I did put Grumbleguard as pretty much the Grinch.
I mean, he kind of he's not trying to ruin the holiday, but he doesn't care.
Well, no,
Mr.
but he doesn't
Grumbleguard,
really. He
Your
doesn't really want to
tail's
do
as
anything.
cold as ice.
Oh my god.
But yeah, like he doesn't, he's not the Grinch in that he tries to ruin the holiday, but he is he
He's
just
a
doesn't care.
Scrooge. He just doesn't like the holiday.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
they warm his old cold dragon heart a little bit, and he comes around at the end of it. And he brings
No, they
the
just
baby
only warm his
dragons.
tail.
By the way, how can
Don't
you
you know, Rush? A
cause-
dragon's heart is in
cause-
their tail.
Can we also acknowledge how can you make someone who doesn't like a holiday hate the holiday even more? You let him keep a bunch of kids that are not his with the the Gustav equivalent of this show.
I love how they brought Fingard to him as well. It's like, okay, you get to watch him now. He's like, wait, you're leaving a human one here?
Yeah.
And he's
That
like,
was
oh
great.
god, it's a talkative one.
So good.
That was good.
Yeah, that was
And he just grumbles at Fingard. And Fingard's like, I'm just going to assume that's a yes. So here we go.
Here we go.
Oh yeah,
he
that's
starts
him
singing.
I do
Yep.
love the little montage of him just keeping talking on different positions and
Yeah.
just Grumbleguard going, "Oh god." That's great.
By the way, there's a point where Dakin is like organizing a few decorations for the tree, And then one of the decorations is like Burple actually burps out, fish skeletons, and they turn them into chains, and it's like, fuck, that's morbid for a kid's Christmas special.
Yeah,
I
Like,
I'm
think so.
like,
Eh.
I feel like I blinked at. I'm like, wait a second, are those skeletons?
Well,
Fish
they're fish
skeletons, but
skeletons. Yeah.
It's
I
still
don't.
a skeleton.
Well, no.
what's
Well,
more
yeah.
Christmassy than something that's a skeleton?
Dead.
Rush.
Yeah.
Yes,
They
I love
they did
death mixed in with my Christmas.
they did very much convert Odin Yule into Christmas in the end.
Yeah, because
Because
they started off with this kind of wooden tree where they stack the presents on the tree, but
yeah.
and then they kind of well, I mean, did they though? Because their decorations were a little bit not Christmassy when you think of the dead fish skeletons used as kind of like your
Hey, I mean, just because it's not
string.
American,
Well, yeah, but
decoration, I believe it's Eastern Europe where they have a pickle on a tree.
yeah. I mean, honestly, I feel like somewhere in the world they probably
So
have
funny, he
fish
burned
bones.
himself into a pickle.
I mean, they still use streamers and stuff in the tree. So I mean, but in this case, they happen to be fish bones. you know, it's fine.
In a pinch, fish bones work just as well as streamers.
Yeah, I'm just saying. If you don't have
Hmm.
streamers, just use your fish bones.
I mean,
Strap
it
your
works.
goldfish in a tree. Poor kids with goldfish as well watching this. Is that
Mommy,
my
don't flush
fish?
him down the toilet. I have another use for him.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Good thing we don't rate these videos for kids. I mean, to be fair, that was ruined a long time ago with certain jokes we made.
Oh, that was ruined in like the second or third episode when we had fish.
This
When
is
we
fair.
talked about fish legs. When
And I
Yeah, I
had
feel
to
like
go
with
back through and rate all of those episodes as not rated for kids as well when YouTube made those changes.
my
oh yeah,
God.
Over 100 episodes. I had to go back through and click, 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 click,
Oh, I
click.
still love it that if you small tangent, if you click no, this is not for children, YouTube can still decide, oh, but it is, which is
Mhm.
great. Anyway,
Yeah.
tangent over. So,
all right. I'll just hit that click 5 times so it knows it's not for kids.
yeah,
But
but YouTube will still say it is. Anyway,
yeah, there's not too much more that goes on in this special. Like we get our kind of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer bit, which like the second
Yes.
they's like, hey, let's have all the dragons tied to the ship with rope, and now we've got Santa's sleigh. It's like they're gonna do the thing with aggro, aren't they? And they're like, hey, it's so foggy we can barely see. They're gonna do the thing with aggro.
Yeah,
Yep, they did the
I
thing with
was.
aggro.
It's like the
I
Leonardo
was ready
DiCaprio
for
meme
that
where
one.
you're pointing at it.
Yeah.
It's like there
Yeah.
they did it.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be honest, when Aggro did that, I was just like, aren't you just gonna, make it more difficult to see? I don't.
I would also, would she burn the rope? Question mark.
Also,
Yeah,
that. Well, to be honest, I mean, if you're going through the
Hey,
clouds or the
hey, you know
mist,
what,
then
Wolf?
it would,
All I hear is bah humbug, bah humbug, bah humbug.
Listen, I can come up with a defense for
No.
this. What
I
it
mean,
is they
yeah.
either they fireproofed the rope they gave Aggro, or Aggro's good enough with her fire abilities that she didn't burn the rope.
I doubt that, considering the snow. But
That's
I mean,
snow. It's all water. A rope's not water.
they're
So
going
there.
through.
If you
They're
actually
they're
make a
going
rope,
through
wet, it won't
fog,
burn.
so maybe the
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 rope's
water
probably
from
The
the
already.
fog
moisture again,
goes on.
like wow.
Yeah, the
These riders are
moisture
even
goes
more
onto the
clever. The
rope.
moisture gets onto the rope and it keeps the rope wet enough that she can't light it.
These
Oh,
are
no,
Boom.
it
all things that
freezes
the writers considered when they were writing the scene.
yes, that's all the things they considered. I'm just saying.
See, these writers, man, they're good. They are excellent. They are on it. They even think of continuity way better than Dean ever could for main How to Train Your Dragon series.
Also, can we
Dude, I know you're joking, but come on.
That's like one of the top
just
10 first comments in the world.
can we just say for a bit that they also kind of did the idea from Gift of the Night Fury, lifting the ship and just
The ship.
Yeah, I was actually.
Dragging it
I
over.
actually wrote this. I actually wrote this in my notes that this was basically the ending of Gift of the Night Fury, where
Yeah.
the main characters like get the dragons to tie a boat with a rope and then bring the thing that went missing back to the island.
Oh yeah, and
So
with the boat stopping just in front of the tree and stuff. Yeah, no, definitely.
I
Yeah.
gotta
yeah.
say, um, oh, what is his name? Forgot. Duggard, Chief Duggard. I gotta say,
Oh
he's
god.
really bad at dodging stuff.
Oh
Like-
yes.
Like constantly, Duggard, you could just run, but he's like,
I'll just stay.
I believe the
It's
Cinematon's
fine.
quote is he went to the Prometheus school of running away from things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta ask, Rush, what did you think about Chief Duggard, the better chief?
Um, he's basically mulch.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
no,
Yeah,
that's fair.
that's fair enough.
yeah,
Yeah.
Chief
all right.
that's
Mulch.
really fair.
Long live the chief. Someone needs to
Yeah.
do that with
too.
with Hiccup and Mulch, and someone needs to
Also-
draw. Someone needs to draw that.
By the way,
Oh, Hiccup doing the little symbol on Mulch's head.
No, it's Hiccup. Mulch killing Hiccup, and it's Mulch wearing a chief crown or something, and it's just
Long live the chief.
There you go. Someone needs to
What?
draw that. Get on that.
no, don't do that. That's
Um,
awful.
And we can get Lucky to do it. She'll draw anything.
Yeah, I was about to say if you do count what Luffy drew in the thumbnail as you say you did.
I'm going to make that
Um,
bigger because I don't know if anyone's noticed that little thing sitting at the top because it's very small, and I will leave a link to her Patreon in the channel description below for our audience
This is usually
viewers.
stuff we should talk about after.
Ah!
the show and not during.
It's fine.
This is Rescue
Oh, that's
Riders
right. If they're
Rush.
still listening at this point,
It's-
then
It's
more power
a
to 'em.
mess, anyways.
This is Rescue
Still
Riders
more
Rush.
organized than that.
But again, like I said, the reason we cannot go all around is that this special, honestly, was basically just 44 minutes of filler.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
it
again,
wasn't
Yes.
the worst. It wasn't the worst kind of filler. There are a few positives to it, but at the end of the day, it wasn't really anything all that special. And yes, lame pun intended.
again, like right,
I
they
missed those.
yeah, they have good moments, but again, like this is a special that hey, I need to keep my kids a little bit busy for the holidays. They like these dragons things. Let's put this on, and they can watch it for a bit. And they'll have fun. If you have some little kids around, they'll have fun. And if you're an adult who has to watch this with your little kids or with your nieces and nephews, or insert whatever here, is some excuse me. There is some stuff here for you too. You'll get little good jokes like the Jingle Belly Rock joke, like that was clever. Good on the writers for that one. You'll get, a sheep kissing the stone head of another sheep because it
Oh
landed
yeah,
on
actually,
the
that was
snow,
pretty damn funny. That was
Oh.
great.
Yeah,
and then the
that
head
was-
falls
that was
off and the
very
sheep gets scared. You'll get, jokes like Winger with Elbone, and like, I got a good feeling about this. Okay, it's an okay feeling. Okay, it's just a feeling. There's a
good.
feeling.
I've got a feeling.
Well, so Wolf, to your point, it is good for extra minutes, but if they really wanted to do that, then put it in the actual series listing as like a special, so that when they run out of the Dragon Riders episodes, it'll autoplay to this.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I
it will
don't
not autoplay.
understand why. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't
Yeah.
get. Like they've not been connecting this to the Rescue Riders series itself. It's just
Yeah, and
standalone
out of all the
movies
specials,
essentially is
this
what they
the-
keep
the-
doing.
Yeah, and out of all the specials, this is the one I feel like should have been a part of a season other than standing on its own like that.
Yes.
Mhm.
I agree.
This special did make me realize what happened to Daggard's family. Did we ever? Do they ever address this?
Duggard, you mean? Chief
Duggars,
Duggard?
Yes. I don't know why I wrote Daggard, but yes, Duggard.
They have not said. Who knows if they ever will?
Well, shit. I'm just saying.
I don't think
that's
he.
not
I mean, I
There's
Deep
going to be a
story.
detective episode next season.
Yes.
Dak and
What
Layla try and
happened to
figure
him?
out what happened to his old family or his other family members.
What happened to his actual kids?
I don't think he ever had any
Cigarette,
actual kids. I think he
double
just
murder homicide.
never had a family
That
of his
could be.
own.
Aw,
This guy's some sicko.
guy. Poor guy. Oh man. Oh
So-
yeah. Can we also appreciate that they figure out that the kids might be signaling to their to their parents,
Yeah.
because that never happened before in the series.
Yeah, that's another thing that not just kids with parents. Dragons in the usual in the series just use signals to get others' attention. So
Yeah,
think, people.
yeah.
Also, I
I
want
mean,
to say I love how, and this was also very, very prevalent in the Race to the Edge series. Well, I guess just How to Train Your Dragon as a whole. Is it's like they find a dragon that's acting differently, and they're like go to comments. Wow, this X dragon is usually pretty blank. It's like, oh, these dragons are usually pretty chill. Or I guess in Race to the Edge though is mostly, oh my god, this dragon is very territorial. It's like you say that about every freaking dragon.
Only here the dragons talk, so there's really no
well,
big conflict in trying
This
to
dragon's
understand what they
territorial.
want.
Get off my lawn.
get up my property.
I mean, you joke, but Grumbleguard actually did do that in a
Yeah.
previous
Yeah,
episode of the
exactly.
series. That's
Really?
literally what he said. He said island, but still, that's a joke. They've done that.
Yeah.
We've been there,
That's
Rush.
funny.
Again, it's why Grumbleguard speaks to my old man heart.
Well, I now have a lawn, so I can start yelling at kids.
You can.
Especially
It's
my
fun.
neighbors' kids. They flip up my mail thing when there's nothing there. It's like, what the
You
heck?
just
That should be illegal.
you just stand on your front porch and you just wave your fist at them and you say, "Damn kids."
Damn you,
Mhm.
many
They run off
Sorry.
laughing and you just smile knowing that
I know where you live because you're my neighbor's kids.
No, you don't.
And then one day the neighbors leave the kids for Wash to babysit, and he's gonna be the new Gumball girl of this podcast.
Oh
I'm gonna
man.
lock him in the closet.
I will
Like
say
Grumbleguard would love to do that.
He doesn't have closets.
I
They have
enjoyed
capes.
Good dragon.
I did enjoy kind of the jokes also with with Aggro and her. Oh, I'm going to help out with my fire body powers and everything, and she just melts into the ice or the snow or what have you, or the continued joke that she's constantly getting snow piled on her, and then when Summer freezes her as well, like, hey, I'll help you, I'll get the snow off of you, and she just freezes her solid. That was kind of funny.
I do love that they made those jokes, and then it's finally like, oh, Aggro can melt this snow, and then it's like, okay, well, this might take a while.
Yeah, 'cause she's so small.
That was pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if we talk about things we like, I love this new, divorced man, middle-aged crisis dragon. Like,
Chilbert.
who decided to write this? I love it.
Chilbert is
also,
great.
Also, all of the time skips, like suddenly they were day 2, then they were day 3, then it was
Yeah.
suddenly
By
like
the
the
way, we were
morning of day
robbed.
4.
Yeah, we were robbed.
We were robbed. I heard that
We were
part.
robbed.
HC.
Well, HC might be gone.
I don't know. He's dead. He said we were robbed. He's been
was-
robbed.
He was so robbed by rescue riders. He just
Or
just
that
died
was
on the
his cry
spot.
for help saying he was being robbed, and we should call the police.
Oh, well, maybe.
I don't know the
do you
number
know
for the
phone number
country he lives
locally?
in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know that local number? Because I don't. I've got another friend there. I could try and
111.
text him.
So
he's back.
So guess who just had an electricity break?
You were robbed.
We just thought you were getting robbed, but I guess you were getting robbed of your electricity then.
Yeah. So I quickly
You
switched
stole all
to
the
my.
electricity.
Yeah.
For a couple seconds.
Winger's getting it's
Apparently-
Winger's getting revenge for all the
Yeah,
shit talk.
Winger is apparently Winger is getting his revenge on me, supposedly.
That's
And
fair
I
enough.
I'm in the dark. I logged in through my phone, and let's hope. Okay,
podcast.
electricity is back.
Yeah, let's
I
just
thi-
end this.
What a podcast.
There's so
just
much
like
more
old
to talk
times.
about.
I do want to
I mean-
ask. because we have to bring up all of our old theories now because Rush is new here. What did you think of Fingard? HC called him the Gustav of this series. So what did you think of the Gustav of this series?
There's one in every show, and I
There's one in every show.
But
do
Sea
not
Rush.
see the need for him in this episode.
Sea Rush, let me make Fingard better for you, though.
I'd rather you didn't.
So,
man.
see, the theory here is
Uh-huh.
that Rescue Riders, the reason that it has no continuity with the main show and the main series is because Fingard is Drago.
Well, he
And this is his village that gets destroyed. And this
can't
is why
wait to
Drago
watch him-
hates dragons.
You know what? I hope you're right, so I can see him lose a freaking arm.
This doesn't. A bit of a problem with that, and with all of the other theories, is that we already know that they're probably talking about hiccups. So how does that work with timelines?
He's Hiccupronus Haddock the Third, you uncultured swine.
Of course, yes.
Mhm.
So the second made
Mhm.
the.
See?
And
Yes.
for those of you thinking that, this kid is blonde and Drago had black hair, well, the effects of Ash, my friend.
Well, besides
Or-
the effects of Ash, the effects of growing up.
Or dyed hair. Or, he could have the experience of seeing his entire village die around him due to dragons was just so traumatic, it changed his hair color.
You heard it here first.
Oh,
folks.
you
You get so
know,
angry, your hair
his
changes color.
hair could have also been burnt and, turned black.
That's
I
ridiculous.
suppose.
Or
Why
the
would you even
yeah,
bring that up?
that's insane. Ignore HC. He's just weird.
Yeah.
No, because everything else is pretty freaking
Oh.
the realm of reality. Whereas
Yeah.
we have freaking dragons.
You know what,
Yeah, we're all
HC?
being
Why
real.
don't you just go steal your electricity back?
From women.
Actually, jokes on you. The electricity is back, so haha.
Ah, darn. Oh well,
Oh no,
we tried.
I've been pranked, bro.
Can we also
Where were we?
appreciate the Chill Bill, Chill Yill, and Hank?
Yeah, that was good. That was okay. Chill, Bill, Hugh, and Hank. It's like, all right.
And Hank.
You about to say Hubert?
Yes,
But,
I
I
was.
feel like
the one
the
thing-
writers really just couldn't think of another chill pun name, so they were just
No,
like,
I
well,
think
let's
it. I
just put
think
Hank.
I think they were doing that on purpose, though, because that's
Yeah,
like
that's the joke.
usually that's the joke. Is that it's like, oh, it's gonna be another chill. Nope, Hank.
Hank.
It's not even
I do
chill.
also
Hank,
love
it's just
the
Hank.
the pause they put in there, like a little pause, just like and Hank. That was pretty,
Okay, kind of one. The thing I want to say before the electricity break is that they say I think it's in either day 2 or 3 that what they say it's like a song day that they're gonna sing a song and I'm like, damn it, we're robbed of another musical special. I am sad now.
I mean, to be fair,
Oh.
nothing can compare to the Songwing episode. I
Oh,
don't
man,
think they
this
can do a
Songwing
musical
episode.
special as good as that. And definitely go watch the Songwing special because I genuinely think that is the best special, personally.
And another thing, this is like an HC's tale from out of the US thing. That for some reason, I love the Netflix translators, okay? They are high as fuck. But, and the thing is that there's a point in the special where, like, Wingirl helps Chief Duggar stand up, and Duggar tells him, like, thanks, buddy, or something like that. For some reason, they translate it as thank you, Habibi. And I'm like, what? This is really the this is really the best word you could come up with.
Thank you, baby.
And then the thing is that I just started
Yeah, but-
imagining Hiccup calling Toothless that in various points in the franchise, in the main franchise, and it ruined the franchise for me.
You're my best Habibi.
Go on, Habibi, lead them to the hidden world. You'll be
Oh
safe.
my God.
That's great.
It
That makes
never
it
cease to
better.
amaze me, Habibi.
Oh yeah.
That makes it so much better.
It would have made it a lot better. Yeah, I mean, really, Rescue Riders is just on point. But
I mean-
also,
I mean,
I just want to add to the Songwing special is better than the musical episode in Race to the Edge.
I mean, it is.
debatable.
It is.
As
It
someone
is.
as someone who actually rewatched that musical episode in Rest of the Edge not long ago.
Oh, me too.
Debatable.
me too. In the last, I think, half year. But yeah.
No, I literally watched it like a few days ago because I'm doing a How to Train Dragon marathon because I
Oh
can.
yes.
I
Well,
need to do that too, just to get this special out of my head.
I'm in Race to the Edge season 4 so far. Catch up. But-
Oh, I also have that drinking, uh, the drinking game with Twig that I have to do for seasons 5 and 6.
wait,
Oh, no.
what?
Didn't you
Is
already?
there- sorry, can we close Rescue Riders and just go on to this drinking game?
You know what? We should do this an episode one day.
Oh no.
I
You
am
gotta buy
interested in
alcohol.
this.
But anyway, if this is all for the special,
Well, we should ask, do you want to see anything else, Rescue Riders? For anyone.
I mean, we'll probably at this point we'll probably get something, and we gonna have this occupational hazard that we're gonna be here when it's out. I'm not sure Rush is
will.
gonna be here, but
We'll
We're
drag him
podcasters.
kicking and
It's an
screaming.
occupational hazard.
Haggard.
There is a farm actually here in Texas called Haggard Farm, but unrelated to.
Get off my heady.
Yeah.
Took it. Wait.
But yeah, like, if we get anything new, we'll definitely drag Rush along kicking and screaming from this point. If we can.
Yes, obviously.
But like, as we've said before, it's not the greatest special ever. I think as far as Rescue Riders is concerned, the Songwing special is probably the best one by far, I would say.
agreed.
But I'm interested in more Rescue Riders. I would like them to do an actual season and not continued specials.
Is the
but
Songwing
we'll see.
special in a season, or is it another side?
It's another
project?
side special.
The side hoe.
You have to find
this
it.
This was. Oh yeah, no, it's not. It's not in the catalog as a series.
Yeah.
But it's more integrated in the series.
Yeah,
than
it's
the
more
others.
connected. Yeah, more connected than the first special was. But
Well, the first two.
it's it's the best because it has vaguishly lesbian dragons? Question mark.
Nothing like a kid show to make you question your sexuality.
All I'll say about that is for the honor of Grayskull.
Don't edit that one out.
Mm.
Oh, man. There's one more thing that I want to
Ultraman.
say about the content of the special, and that's Magnus's snow walk was great.
Yeah,
Magnus
that was
being delved into snow and then just walking away
Yeah.
as a snow pile.
Yeah. Need some help
It's
there?
the only
No.
thing I've got left.
No.
Yeah.
And just slide.
No.
Okay.
That's the only thing I've got left in the
but-
notes.
But
I
you
feel
know,
like we
to
had
your question,
about more than half of this as the spoiler section, but we've actually talked very little about the spoiler side of this episode. Not saying we
Listen.
should.
well, again, this is
He
how
talks
it goes.
mostly
Listen.
about jokes.
Listen.
This
Listen.
is again goes into the thing
I'm
that this
listening.
special really doesn't have much to talk about. It's just
No.
happens.
Now, listen.
I'm
As the person who looks at the channel and uploads everything and kind of looks at all the analytics for everything, I can assure you, most people are not watching this far. If they are, let me know in the comments below. Please, I would love to hear from you if you actually watch this far. But most of you, I know you, I've seen the analytics of the channel, that our first, Rescue Riders video got almost over 10,000 views. Most of you only watched about the first 10 minutes.
Before they realized the true nature of this podcast.
Oh no. What they did is they watched the first 10 minutes, heard, it's actually not half bad, then went and watched it. Some of them came back. They were.
Do you think so?
Oh, I know so. They were.
Oh boy.
I don't want to say pleased, but they weren't upset. If they were, they didn't exactly say so in the comments. So, ha.
Wow, even
Got
with the
'em.
guys with the anonymity, they didn't curse you out for making them watch.
If I may quote my good
Because-
friend, Jaya, who was with us in an episode of the Outcast lately, oy vey.
You may not quote that. That's
I
copyrighted.
may. This is my podcast. I can do whatever I want.
That's fair enough. That's
Mm.
fair enough.
Anyway, is this it? Or is there anything else we want to say about this special?
No, please.
Here's the image of Cutter enlarged. This is done by Leffy. I will link her Patreon in the description below. Go check her out. She's a wonderful artist and a great friend.
Indeed.
Cut-
And Cutter is
Cutter-
adorable.
Cutter has never looked better.
All
Cutter
I'll
is absolutely
say
adorable.
about the future of Rescuers, I think that, you know what, they had like their special trilogy. Let's go with another season for the next time. Like, why not?
I just want them to bring in Hiccup. That's all I want. They've referenced him
Yes.
now.
Do
They
you
just
really
need to
want
bring
this?
him in.
Do you
Yes,
wanna see
I
how
do.
And
I wonder
with
how they'll render him.
I want to see the Reddit absolutely furious. That's what I want.
you know
Give me
what, better
those
yet,
tears.
bring in Hiccup, and just to piss people off even more, don't let it be Jay Baruchel. Let it be
Oh
Jay.
yes.
Like,
Let it
be
be
the furthest thing away from his voice.
It's like,
Let it be one
Right.
of the people who did the game voice.
No.
No.
No,
Here's the thing. It can't be them because it can't be James Valentino because he actually does a good Jay Baruchel impression when he does it when he plays it on the
Hiccup
stage. You
with
need
an actual. It's Hiccup, but he has an actual Scottish/Irish accent.
someone. Yeah.
or
Because he's a
it's
Bring
dog
it
now.
in at this Hiccup. Let's
I mean-
go.
and
Yeah,
he
but
just
he's
hiccups
adult
the whole
now,
time.
so
Why do they call you Hiccup? I don't know.
I don't know.
Like stupid kid joke.
Oh man.
And why do they call it Astrid?
That's for me to know and me to know alone.
Is this where she starts to twerk?
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, no. Okay, this joke went into places I didn't want it to go. Anyway, that's been all for this episode of the Berkcast. We hope you enjoy. What do you think about the new Rescue Radical special? You can tell us all about it in the comment section below on our Tumblr, which is Berkcast Team, and on our Twitter, which is Berkcast with a capital B, capital C. And you can find all of us in the How to Turn Dragon Valhalla Discord server. So ask Crash for a link or something. Anyway, I was HC.
I'm dead inside.
I'm Wolf. I loved this.
I went out with the best line in this podcast.
Sure. And we will talk to you all next time. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.